It's time to crown a champion here in the RAPTOR Truck Series season in 2023. We've come 7 races all the way down to this one here in Talladega, and we've now fiddled the field down to 4 drivers ready to take on this 2.66 mile super speedway to challenge for the championship. You see the trophy right there in front of it. It's Ben Rhodes, Carson Hocevar, Jack Wood, and Stuart Friesen. Let's go take a look at those 4 drivers heading into this race here. And here is first up Ben Rhodes, one of the strongest competitors on the season. Starts 9th here today. He won the inaugural race of the season in Charlotte after a hard-fought battle with another one of his championship contenders in Carson Hocevar. So these two are definitely going to be playing for the top of the title here today. And speaking of Carson Hocevar, he'll start in the 2nd position. Shotgun front row to the field. He was the Bristol Motor Speedway winner after a slightly controversial finish there with Nick Sanchez. Lots of contact this season with other trucks for the 42. Can he keep it clean here today? We're going to have to find out. And what about Mr. Consistency? Mr. Jack Wood here, starting 7th today. No wins on the season, but he's been solid all season long. Almost had a win at Southside Raceway. And Matt Crafton came through to win that one in the rain. But it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what he can do here today at Talladega. And here's the final of the 4. It's Stuart Friesen in the 52. A lot of trouble early in the season with some confrontations with Taylor Gray, but he starts 5th here today and is coming off a pretty solid streak of finishes here after winning in Phoenix and then a solid race in Darlington. And we'll see what they will be able to do. Here is your race info for today's event. It's an 11-lap race. The championship race will be held at Talladega, this 2.66-mile racetrack. The top finisher of those final 4 will be the champion. He cannot pass below the double yellow line, and it's overcast, so the grip is going to be high. Let's go and take a look at your starting grid for today's race. Get Matt DiBenedetto and Carson Hocevar sharing the front row. Then you have Matt Crafton and Corey LaJoie. Behind them is Stuart Friesen and Taylor Gray. Bad blood between them this season. Then Jack Wood and Nick Sanchez. Running your top 10 will be Ben Rhodes, the final of the championship for contenders, and Grant Enfinger. They have Chase Purdy and Haley Deegan. Behind them is going to be Roger Carruth, just barely missed out of the final 4, and then Daniel Dye, then Ty Majeski, and Zane Smith. Behind them is Colby Howard and Bailey Curry. Your top 20 is going to be rounded out by Derek Krause and Lala Salad. Then we have Brennan Poole and Tyler Ankrum. Right behind them is going to be Ryan Vargas and Jordan Anderson. And then behind them will be Jesse Love and Jake Garcia. And tradition, once again, it's Jennifer Jo Cobb starting last here today in Talladega. And remember, if you head on down to CircuitDiecast.com and you just go to NMCS Race, you can get $5 off of shipping on hats, t-shirts, diecast, and more on orders over $30 and in the United States. So head on down to CircuitDiecast.com to get yourself some merch today. And with that out of the way, let's get these trucks rolling off of pit road to start the final race of the season. The top 4 leading the field around this 2.66-mile high bank super speedway. And as you can see here, the Alabama Gang super stretch where a lot of the chaos may happen in this race, if there is any. Can they avoid the big one to fight for the championship? Remember, the top finisher of the final 4 will be the champion. And Carson Hocevar starts shotgun to the field, and with the 25 to his inside, we're going up through the gears for the final time this season. A great flag is in the air in Talladega. Down onto the back straightaway here for the first time today. DiBenedetto blocks high. He'll go back low entering turn number 3. Hocevar trying to get a little bit of a run there with Corey LaJoie to the outside lane, but it looks like they won't be able to do that. Top 2 single file. Now 3 as Stuart Friesen gets clear to the outside lane. That outside lane just did not get going there after they kind of got through that first lap. And here they come now. Friesen jumps high in front of another championship contender. They're side by side for a second. Now they're going for the lead on the first run. Hocevar dumps him though. 3 wide. Into the gut goes the 52. And across the line, Stuart Friesen falls back. Oh, there's trouble already. Big crash in turn number 1. Stuart Friesen's involved in this one. And another huge hit there. Looked like for Corey LaJoie. And the caution's out for the first time here in Talladega. And Stuart Friesen will be able to escape the fray, one of your championship contenders. Oh, and you see Roger Carruth there having a rough start to this race already. A ton of smoke coming out of the tailgate of that truck. And see a huge crash with some heavyweight contenders here. Entering turn number 1 on lap number 3. A very early incident here. You see Hocevar went to the high side and Stuart Friesen just lost a ton of momentum. And once Ben Rhodes got to his back bumper, it just sent him sideways into the inside. I think it was Matt Crafton to the 52's inside here. See right here, yeah, he just gets hooked in the left rear quarter panel, looks like. It just gets sent down into the 88, and they all slide up into the outside wall. And luckily, as they were all coming down the bank and nobody else was involved, it looks like, well, I guess Nick Sanchez was there. A huge hit into the back end of Corey LaJoie. Yeah, the 52 and the 24 trucks on pit road, but I don't think Caruth will be able to continue. But Stuart Friesen should be, though. As you see, they got that truck taped up, and he is off at pit road, so he will rejoin the field. As 6 other trucks, though, will not be so lucky here at the not even halfway through this race here in Talladega. But with that said, we're going to restart on lap number 5. Green flags back in the air to Benedetto. Not going to get a good restart. 3 wide already. As it looks like Jack Wisp on the tires are 3 wide behind the top 3. And there's a breakaway there as Chase Purdy comes through to the inside. Going to try to get some momentum to catch that pack back up here. Through the triangle they come. Purdy looks high. Oh, fit back low. What an impressive move to the inside of Bailey Curry there for position. Now Curry's going to get 3 wide there with Daniel down to the outside. A lot of trucks trying to finagle their way around into some other lines here in Talladega, but it's not going to work as Hosvar leads the line up top. Across the line, top 4 single file. Here comes ThorSport trucks to help Ben Rhodes, and he's going to surge to the lead with help from Ty Majeski and Haley Deegan. And look back behind them, Stuart Friesen already back into the mix here on lap number 7 out of 11. And now those ThorSport trucks are going to block the 2 lanes for Ben Rhodes as he leads the championship here in Talladega. Down the backstretch, can they hold on? Oh, there was Ty Majeski spinning hard at the inside retaining wall. And the caution's back out here in Talladega. And some brute force taken out once again here. Another truck spinning to the inside wall. And we're back slowed once again here at this 2.5-mile superspeedway. Let's see what happened here off of turn number 2. I can't tell if this 98 truck got washed up there and got hooked by the 42 of Hocevar, but I don't know. The truck just shot to the right and then right back to the left, so it's hard to say from that angle if Hocevar had any sort of a deal in that contact. Ty Majeski, he'll out of the Talladega graveyard there in the infield. It'll be 2 laps to go now for the championship competitors to figure out if they can get themselves the first ever title of the Axalta Raptor Truck Series, and all 4 of them still have a shot, and somehow with that 52 truck still has one, even with all that damage. But they're all going to have to get through ThorSport, who line up on the front row. Ben Rhodes chooses the top. He's going to try that teammate crossover on the restart. We'll see if it's going to work. And back up through the gears on the loud pedal for the potentially last time this season. Friesen gets a huge shove to Haley Deegan. That does not allow the 99 to get to the inside. Here's Hocevar 3 wide of the top side for the point. But Ben Rhodes will make it to the inside with help from the 52 of Stuart Friesen off turn for a white flag on the starter stand. 1 lap to go. 2.66 miles remain. Will they make it back? 3 wide for second now as Stuart Friesen goes in the middle lane. Hocevar all over his tailgate. He'll go to the inside down the Alabama Gang super stretch. 3 wide for the championship lead. A lot of contact entering turn 3 with Stuart Friesen having the advantage. He'll slide down in front of Ben Rhodes. 3 wide behind him. Those contact and spinning around behind Stuart Friesen, who wins there at Talladega. And he will be your Season 1 champion here in the Raptor Truck Series. Let's see how he got it done. A huge crash in the tri-oval. Back behind Stuart Friesen. You see down the back straightaway, Hocevar got slid down to the inside, and there's a ton of contact there. You see right here at the start-finish line, just a ton of spinning trucks behind Stuart Friesen, who will win here in Talladega. And it'll look like just Carson Hocevar trying to get into many places as he could, but was not able to get there. As Stuart Friesen burns it down to the front straightaway, he is your Raptor Truck Series champion. A ton of crash trucks here coming to the checkered flag this season. Not many of them finished this race, but Jack Wood came through that with a second place finish. And let's go and take a look at the results from today's event. Stuart Friesen takes home the trophy, both the race win and the championship. His second win of the season leads him to it here today in Talladega. A lot of names that we don't usually see at towards the top there. Jordan Anderson, Daniel Dye up there, Jake Garcia, and even Jennifer Jo Cobb got herself a top 15 finish. So I see a lot of the big names back here. Hocevar finished in the 16th position there. He was the lowest, it seems, of the championship competitors. But that is it here from the Talladega Superspeedway and from season number 1, the 2023 season, to the Raptor Truck Series. Thank you all for watching, and it's been an absolutely fun ride here to get a little bit of a Truck Series racing on the channel, and huge crashes, huge fights, excitement left and right here from the Raptor Truck Series this season. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure to bring these out to you. And next up on the calendar will be the Miscraft Cup Series Season number 9 coming in February of 2024. So the Daytona 500 and the duels to follow that there in February. That is it here from the Raptor Truck Series season. Thank you all for watching this one. It's been fantastic. And until next time, man, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up on the channel. And yeah, that's about it here from Talladega. And we'll see you next time.